CBUM, I see you eyeing that, Sandow. You did say you were retiring last night. I think it might have caught a few people by surprise, but technically you didn't say you were retiring from the sport. You just said you're retiring from Classic. So I don't know. I think he's got that one eye keeps going over to that Sandow, man. But in all seriousness, Chris, congratulations, man. What a great career. Added another one to the title, 6-time champion now. And what an appropriate time. I mean, obviously, everybody's got their own personal decisions as to when they want to call it a day. I always think it's great when a champion can go out under their own power, make their own decision on the Olympia stage to a standing ovation of a full house here in Vegas. And what a great way to go out, man, and a great speech to boot. You are the consummate champion. CBUM, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So give me your thoughts. When did you decide that this would be it? Was it something earlier in the year? You kind of knew this was your last year, or is something just along the way you said, you know what, maybe this is a good time?
Honestly, the truth is last year was almost my last year. And there's a whole story behind that, which everyone will learn eventually. But I almost walked away from the sport last year, and it was from a place of a bit of fear, a bit of resentment, and not the place of love that I know that I have for this sport. And, you know, I questioned with myself whether I would do this one or not. And last year, getting through a tough prep, going through a lat tear and a bunch of things and falling out and almost stepping away from it, I felt like I was walking away from the sport in a way that I didn't want to. And I finished on such a beautiful note. I was like, what if I could have done it better? What if I could have enjoyed the whole process more, done it lighter, had peace with it? And I felt like there was more in me. So I decided to go for another year. And I was just going to let myself ride it, see how I felt. And it was probably my favorite prep I've ever had in my life. You know, I've had my daughter, my wife with me this year. It's taken a little bit of the pressure off. You know, you're having a bad day and you come home to a baby smiling and you're not having a bad day anymore. So it was beautiful. And it was just such a great prep. I believe I brought my best look ever. And the whole year, just feeling good, body coming together, everything coming together. I was just at peace with being done. You know, there's nothing left to myself that I need to prove up here. I've had an amazing 6 years winning these Olympias, and I'm just excited for the next journey that comes, you know. And there's something to leaving the party when the party's still fun. You know, you don't want to see the lights turn on while you're still there. So I'm grateful that I get to step away on my own terms on a victory, getting to say goodbye to the crowd in my final speech. It was an honor, and it just felt right.
Well, it was very emotional. I think the fans could really appreciate where you were coming from. But when did it become apparent? When did you make the decision? You said, okay, actually, this is it. It certainly wasn't a game time call, right? Like it didn't just happen last night?
No, yeah, it was well over a year ago.
Okay, oh, so you knew last year, like, okay, I'm going to do one more and that's it.
I almost didn't even do this one.
Right.
I stopped training for like 4 or 5 months after the Olympia last year, and I was like, I don't think I'm even going to do the next one. I'll maybe announce it halfway through the year. And then I was like, nah, I got a little more in me.
Started getting hungry, huh?
I got a little hungry, and I was like, I can do another one. I didn't feel fully at peace in my heart, you know, and the most amazing thing about this weekend was that everything came together. I was at my best. I felt like I had more in me. I could continue to do this, but I didn't want to. It just felt completely peaceful, saying goodbye exactly as I did, knowing I'm making the right decision, and you know, I'm just looking forward to the next chapter in my life.
So you had some great competition. You know, Urs brought his best. That's probably the best Urs I've seen. He's a very young man in this sport and has got a great career ahead of him. And Mike Sommerfeld, boy, he brought it. I mean, he was good. We saw him last year, the year before, I think, where he broke into the top 5. And you can see he had all the tools. If you had to pick a successor, Ramon Dino, there's a whole bunch of the guys, Wesley Vissers, who would you think has the best chance to take your spot next year?
That's such a tough question to answer because every year it's been swapping around. But I'm really excited that, you know, I'm hoping me stepping away is going to put a fire under everyone's ass to come back even better and better. And I think it's going to be a tight show. It could be Ramon coming back up. Wesley could prove what everyone wanted to see this year, next year. Mike could take it. Urs could take it. It could be anyone. And, you know, I haven't said this anywhere else, but I want to talk to Dan about spicing up the prize a little bit for Classic. Coming from myself.
I see some
So
I see some Jim Shark monies circling around, Chris.
That's going to be some CBUM money. That's coming from me. But it's truly been a privilege to be a part of this division, and I really want to give back. So next year they're going to be getting a fatter check than I got this year, and hopefully that lights a fire under their ass. And who knows who's going to win? But I hope it's a worthy champ. I know it will be. There's incredible guys on stage, and whoever takes the title is going to be someone that we can all look up to.
Give it up for CBUM. Keon, what's up, buddy?
Bob.
Love that jacket, man. That's a custom piece right there, I can tell.
Yeah, custom from Free.